guess I'm gonna have to take that off to do all this, which is fine. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Grand Rising. How are we? How are we? How are we? Grand Rising, welcome in. How are we? That was a little messy, but that's fine. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing 2 card pools, donation based. You don't have to donate if you can't or don't want to, but for the ones that can or do want to, it is appreciated. Welcome in, welcome in. Grand Rising. That should be good enough for now. But yeah, we're doing the 2 card pool thing again today. It's still donation based. You don't have to donate, but it is appreciated if you do or can. I can get you Sherry after Puja. So the first card you have is the Queen of Cups reverse. There's some form of feeling that you're having or you're experiencing that you haven't been giving much nurturing to, much attention to. It might be because it's a little bit too painful to feel at this time, or it's just an uncomfortable feeling to feel. But definitely try to make time today to feel that feeling, to allow that feeling to talk to you and show you what it's there for. If you've been feeling like you haven't been getting a form of justice, or you've been feeling like things have been harder on you than they should be, it's because of that feeling that hasn't been heard or spoken to, yeah, I guess spoken to would be the word, spoken to yet. So really take time to relax and feel what you need to feel today. Be in that authentic self, even if that authentic self isn't of the best moods today. Just allow yourself to feel it, as it's going to be a way to nurture yourself moving forward from whatever this may be. Really do take as well authority over yourself by allowing yourself to feel like you are in control as well when you do feel these feelings. A lot of times when people feel their feelings, they feel like they're out of control, but it's really not, because they're there to tell you an array of things that you might not have been able to receive at first. So definitely take your time and feel what's going on. Allow yourself to be submerged in what the divine has to offer to you in the feelings wise, so you can truly figure out what you need to do rather than fighting against the current. And we'll get you now, Sherry. And it's just got an infection, so I made a little cast over it. It keeps the throbbing from becoming too unstable. So Sherry, you have the Ten of Cups reverse. There's a disconnect between you and the divine at this time. A disconnect between you and the feminine space, the heart. So pay attention to that. Moving forward, really take time to connect with yourself. Take time to really listen to the heart space today. It's going to help you make decisions a lot easier. There could be even a decision that you're trying to make currently that has you a little bit it has your mind clouded. I'm speaking backwards today. But it has your mind a little bit clouded. It could have your mind a little bit clouded. So really make sure that you're connecting with the heart space instead of just being in the realm of the mental as much. Definitely don't get blinded by your thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to dictate what you're desiring the day to be. So sit back and really connect back to yourself with that. If you have been feeling like a lack of hearing things from your guides or the divine in general, definitely take this as a next instruction for you. It's just to really connect back to the heart space. Take time to, even if you don't at the time think that something is going to go a certain way, but just know and feel it. You know what I mean? Allow yourself to feel like it's going to go that way, because our body is a gigantic nervous system. However we feel is whatever's going to trigger and proc things on the external. So allow yourself to feel the things that you're desiring rather than the things that you're undesiring at this time. If you're going through a bit of a upheaval with your feelings, feel your feelings so they can show you the way, and so they can make room for the feelings that you do desire to feel. And yeah, I got you, Tiana. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? So Tiana, you have the Ace of Wands. There could be an idea that's being shown to you at this time that you definitely need to pay attention to. Or if you haven't got that idea yet, be on the lookout for an idea that's going to be presented to you to say or to allow you to do some form of action. So be aware of that. And with the Emperor, when you get this idea, don't be afraid to act on it. Be sure that you are going to be in a stable-minded state. Make sure that when this idea comes to you, that you know that it's coming from the divine, and act on it whenever you receive it. Don't wait a little bit for it. And when you do act on it, make sure that you are as well still working with the feminine energies within you, the heart space within you when moving forward. Because even though the Emperor is there, the orb there and the knee pointing towards the orb in the left hand is a feminine thing, and the orb in itself is a feminine object. And the knee is pointing towards the orb, showing the authority point. So really focus on both halves of you. Even though you're going to be doing a masculine action of moving on the physical with this idea, allow yourself to nurture yourself all the way through it. If you get feelings of anxiety or worry, even while moving forward, allow yourself to know that everything is going to work out in your best favor. You have to be in that control to nurture yourself with this new idea. But it is going to be something that's going to show itself to you in some form or fashion, just to be aware of. It might make you have to choose between two different things, but go with the one that's going to bring you the most balance. No worries. No worries. I gotta turn that off. Because that is, I'm not wanting to be cold right now. I guess it's a good thing to say. Oh. But yeah, we're doing 2 card pulls, donation based. You don't have to donate, but if you can, it is appreciated. But that's what we're doing today. That's kind of how we're going to be doing the collective reads. So for now is just the personal, but in a collective format. So even though it's not going to be just something, like a private, it's still going to have benefit for others as well in that sense. Also, if you're winning a 2 card on anything in specific, do let me know. And there's no limit to how many 2 cards you can get. You can continuously get 2 cards if you want, I guess. If if you're craving that, I guess, you know. But that's what we're doing today. Well, at least right now. I'll probably be back later and do the same thing as well. Oh, it's literally right here. There we go. I'm glad it was that close. Welcome in, welcome in. How are we? We're on Rising. I also have animal cards if you want to get an animal card pulled. We're always being presented with ideas constantly. It's just about being aware of whenever, being aware of it. Everything that we see is going to change something that you do no matter what. So you're always being presented with ideas. It's just depending on if that idea is going to actually change something within you or not. So just keep an eye out for anything that changes up emotion in you or gives you a feeling that goes into a thought about doing something, and then allow yourself to do that thing. Really allow yourself to move with your intuition, really. But yeah, for anyone new popping in, we are doing 2-card pulls, donation based. You don't have to donate for it, but it is appreciated, and you can get multiple 2-card pulls if need be. That's what we're doing today. But other than that, if anyone has any questions or anything as well, I can answer those too. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. It's always good to clean out those unwanted items. They can definitely hold different types of energies and different types of memories that can keep people held back on things. Too much clutter of anything is not a good idea, no matter if it's physical or energetic. Welcome in. Grand Rising. How are you? How are we doing? Yeah, it is that one. I might pull a few cards in general, honestly. I'm kind of being called to. I might as well see how that's going to be. Yeah, that happened to me a lot too. I got dumped with a bunch of stuff that I never really needed. Um, I don't know why people do that. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. But I'll pull a few cards just in general and see how that goes, I guess. Let's see how that goes. I haven't done one of these in a while. Well, if my finger would stop knocking the cards out of the place, that'd be good. Well, actually, before I even do that, I should probably... shuffle 3 more times and then get some out. So definitely today's with the Eight of Pentacles. If anyone has anything to work on today would be a very beneficial day to be working on those things. Um, it could even have to do a lot with rewards from Saturn. Just having Saturn, you know, grant you what you've been needing. Today's definitely a good day to keep busy and to work. If you are working on anything, definitely keep your mind straight on it. Don't try and wander off. Don't try and like multitask. Really keep a headstrong focus on one thing. Not to be a perfectionist with it, but to just be diligent in the craft for now. With the Ace of Wands, you could even be working. Be careful working on things that aren't benefiting you as well. If there's an idea that you have, or something that you're doing that's not really allowing any form of growth, or showing any form of benefit, definitely rework or change what you're working on. Especially if you do have multiple projects to work on, be sure that if one project isn't bringing in what you're wanting, or getting the effect that you're wanting to put out, to work on it differently, or to work on something else completely. The Eight of Swords, you might feel trapped with what you've been working on as well. There might just be like even this working on something it doesn't even have to be like physical work. This could be like spiritual work, shadow work, however. You might feel like you're kind of stuck or unable to move forward, but that's just a past version of yourself moving. A lot of us are making timeline shifts anyway, as it is. So just being aware that you could be fighting past cycles and past events, and the only person who can heal you is you. So unless you're open to receiving healing, that's not going to be a thing that I can personally do. Um, but whenever you do move forward with whatever you need to do, be careful of Saturn again, because I feel again it just feels like it's a Saturn thing because of the Eight of Pentacles and Five of Wands coming out, where Saturn's trying to boost you out of an old cycle, an old way of being, but there needs to be a more stable-minded, grounded self. So when you're doing these things, when you're doing this new way of working, whatever it is, don't allow the external circumstances beat you up. And don't expect things to happen immediately either. Just because you're putting in a bunch of hard work doesn't mean that it's going to glow up the very next day, or immediately either. So be sure to be again, like, diligent in your work, in your craft, and don't allow things around you to kind of push you away from doing so. Don't allow other people, opinions, whatever happens. Just keep yourself straight. Keep your own head on board, and don't sway for an opinion that doesn't really help you. But the Two of Pentacles is definitely not the time to juggle, but don't forget about the balance of things. Allow yourself to regain balance, especially if you are doing something to kind of support something else. Allow that to happen. Don't really push forward. Don't try to fight the current. If something kind of falls apart, allow it to fall apart. It might need to just be rebuilt at a different time. But really focus on how you can move between what you're trying to work on. Everything will have a chance to come around. There's not really a full ending of anything. But the only way that you will achieve some form of victory in what you're wanting and what you're doing is if you have that balance of a receptive and a deflective force. Hold on, I gotta fix this bracelet. It always is so weird. It's always so weird after a while. Anyway, but you're needing to have that victory, and having both forces kind of be there, even though they might not be the most acceptable to have there. It's always good to have the opposing force around, just as a benefit and as a beneficiary, so it can boost you forward. If you've been thinking about doing things differently, or you've had thoughts that you haven't really put effort into thinking in, definitely think about that and move forward with those certain thoughts. They're going to be a benefit for you. They might move on quicker than you think as well, which is again what I was kind of getting with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands reverse. There could be a different idea that you need to work on to allow things to kind of grow in smoothly. So really, like, take time to look at the past thoughts that you had, and don't just run off so quickly. Like, really take time to sit down and see what all you've thought about, and all the things that you said weren't worthy, or that aren't worthy, and focus on that, so that you're not just jumping the gun with an empty mind. Remember, at the end of the day, you are able to draw whatever you believe, whatever you're believing, whatever you're seeing or feeling from the divine. You can draw that to the ground, but there's a set operation that you have to do. There's a distinct way you have to do it, and that way is the only is what you know. It's the messages that you're getting. It's the signs that you're receiving. There is a way for you to achieve whatever you're desiring today, but you need to be able to walk that path the direct way that you're being given. The only way you're going to get fully what you're seeing in visions within your mind or what you're truly desiring is if you're really drawing from the divine source, from Mother, and allowing it to go on the bottom. Hence why the flowers on top are the same as on the bottom, while he has the scepter pointing at the top and his finger pointing at the bottom. Be sure that you're taking the exact instructions from the divine and doing those. Don't change things up. Don't make it fit better for how it would make you feel. Allow yourself to really walk with the divine in that sense, because there's going to be some hidden knowledge, some hidden teachings within that. With the Torah and the high priestess, those are the rules. Those are the hidden rules. Hidden because the hand is going in and hiding into the vest of her. So really make sure that you're following those deeper insights, those deeper rules that you're not really aware of. With the moon even being on the card, it's a subconscious thing. Like just allow it to be true. Allow the idea to be authentic. Don't try and change that idea, because in theory, if you change that idea, it's going to end up changing what you're creating on reality. So allow yourself to just follow the divine instructions that you're getting today. Even if it doesn't quite make sense, it's going to be for the best of things. Take your time, slow down. Again, don't feel like you're in a rush. Don't feel like things aren't going to work out immediately. If you have a hard time with doing that, don't look at the time. Just take time to relax. Things are going to take a while with the snail being on the card and the cockatoo and all the beauty around, all the grapes and the vines and stuff. Allow yourself just to see the beauty of the creation that's happening around you, rather than worrying about the external creation. Because the more you allow yourself to just soak within what you're doing, rather than worrying about something happening on the external, the more grand things will be able to fall into you. And the way to do that is not to allow your thoughts to just beat you up. Don't allow your observations of things to say, oh, it's not going to happen, because you don't know if anything's going to happen or not. We live in a world that's running off of chaos theory at the end of the day. Just because it's not happening immediately doesn't mean it's not going to happen at a later time. And that later time could really be today, it could be whenever, but just know fully and wholly that the divine is with you and protecting you and moving through you and for you and with you to create the reality around you that you're desiring to the best of benefit. You just need to be able to follow those instructions the way that they're given. Really allow yourself to sit down and meditate and relax so that you can move forward. But yeah, we'll jump in for that little mini collective read. If anyone else is wanting a 2-card, let me know. And if you want it done about anything in specific, let me know that as well. And if you want an animal card as well, just let me know if you want an animal card too, and we can do that too. Pick a 2-card, I got you. So what's going on for this? So Stephanie, right now you have the 3 of Pentacles. Definitely there's a plan that's in progress. There's something that you need to be looking at. You may be trying to read the realm and work at the same time, but right now you're needing to focus on the instructions, which would be the realm. So really take time to read the rules right now. Really take time to cooperate with the divine, cooperate with really your internal self. If you've been feeling like you need to do something and you've been trying to devise a plan to do that, make sure that you're contemplating on that and moving forward. But there is a part of you that's not listening to your higher self, so be aware of that as well. Don't just think that you have to do things on your own, and don't think that you have to do everything at once. Your higher self is trying to connect with you and with these instructions, so be open to receive those messages, for sure, and allow your higher self to be the guide for you at this time. Yeah, I got you with love, Anna. For future partners, that can't really be told with tarot. People would like to think that, but that's not how tarot works, unfortunately. If you want to get a future partner reading, definitely like other forms of divination would tell you that. Tarot's not one of them, unfortunately. You could get it with reading playing cards in a hoodoo fashion, but you know, people are trying to like mix reading tarot with many things. And tarot in itself is an Egyptian practice and not really an African one, if you want to say it like that. But we can do a love reading for sure. I got you, Stephanie. No worries. Reshuffle that because that didn't really work out that well. Yeah, playing cards is a actual like traditional thing. It's an African spirituality thing. Because when tarot cards were outlawed completely, and they went to playing cards, so they had a whole other system of reading them. Mainly because the system of tarot had been lost for a while since then. So they created their own system for it, which is what mostly people are using now when they're trying to read tarot cards. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way because tarot cards don't have that type of symbology. Which is usually why so many tarot readers say the same message, because they're trying to read the cards in a format that A, doesn't work with the cards, and B, they probably don't even like overstand the hoodoo tradition, so they're just kind of repeating the same thing every day, not knowing any different, unfortunately. But the Five of Swords reverse, right now, you might be wondering where like love is coming in and all that, and you know, when is love going to come in, when your partner's going to come in. Really focus on those thoughts in a different manner. Are you looking for love in an external self to be avoidant of something internal, or are you fully connected with yourself internally? The best way to manifest relationships and love is if you are fully connected with yourself, if you're able to be in that vulnerable state with yourself. And with the Five of Swords, it's like there's maybe an overthinking with the idea of love that might be causing a little bit of pressure for you to move forward. Right now might not be the best time for love. It might be time to walk away from feeling lonely and feeling stressed out like that, and really reconnect with yourself, because at the end of the day, we're not lonely or alone. We're just loaning this body. You're always going to have another twin with you. So really focus on what inside of you is causing that loneliness. What are you looking for within our external relationship, and begin to give yourself that by yourself first, so that whenever you do end up manifesting someone in, it's not going to be a more one-sided relationship. It's going to be one that's actually going to equally give and take from you, so you can also give and take for your partner as well. So being aware of that moving forward. Yeah, that is not. I'm sorry to hear that too, Kat. I don't know why I can't speak today. That's usually every day though. No worries. I got you. Yeah, for anyone new joining in, we're doing 2-card pools, donation based. If you want one, just let me know. If you have a subject, let me know. If you want animal cards pulled, let me know. That's the vibe right now. Honestly, I could. Divination, actually, honestly, is a lot more informative with playing cards in that sense. Divining with tarot cards isn't really a thing, even though people try to make it a thing. Since tarot is more about you and your connection with yourself with the divine, rather than about the divine. What's... Yeah, they all give different messages. It all depends on what you're doing with it. Because doing geomancy with dice is honestly really interesting. Um, 3 shuffles and a cut. Are you wanting a reading, Kat? Is that what you're saying for this? With that, are you just saying that? But yeah, geomancy divination is really fun. You take 9 dice, 9 6-sided. Well, no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could use 9 6-sided dice. I think that's how you could do it. It would be better to use 1 through 9 because each number has its own like separate thing. But geomancy's interesting. Yeah, some people only use like 2, but it's usually a row like a 9x9 row, or like using 9 in total, just because 9 of the number 9 being the completion. And just flipping, you know, coin divination's nice too. I do coin divination all the time. No worries, no problem. Glad that you're finding the knowledge useful in some way, form, or fashion. Normal coin or I Ching? Not really a normal coin at all. But it's this. It has all the zodiac on it. It has all the months on it. It's more than just a coin to flip, honestly. Um, it's probably why I have two of them, so I can use the other one in that type of fashion. But this is a very interesting coin. The way it's laid out, you could do a lot of different divination with this. You could do a lot with this coin, actually, now that I'm really, like, I mean, I've always looked at it, but you could do a lot more with it than just flip it. I'd have to figure out how to get that to work, though, but I definitely want to try and get the other one to work like that. Because, I mean, it has the cuffs for the zodiacs, all the months, the days. You can tell the time with this. You can do a lot. Oh, it is. It's super interesting. I will just look at this coin all day long if I could. Like, there's so much to break down inside of it. There's a lot. There's like runes. There's the, is that Thea? I'm pretty sure that's Thea. And then it has like different degrees on it. Dude, this coin's crazy. I love it so much. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta go find the rune. It's not what I thought it was at all. Is that the one I'm looking for? Oh, it's algas. I don't know why I thought it was something else. It's algas, though. It has two algas on it as well. And I don't really know why the degrees are there either. I would have to break that down. Because there's just a lot. This thing is like, I don't get it. It's a very interesting coin. And it's like tiny details on it, which I really enjoy looking at. Study the law of element. I have not. I have not studied the law of element. I'm not too sure about what that is. Oh, you know, that makes so much sense now. Huh. Never mind. This coin has all the cards on it. That's why it has so many different symbols on it. This is literally a coin that has like tarot all over it. That's so cool, actually. Welcome in, welcome in. What's up? What's up? How we doing? How we doing? We're doing 2 card pulls. And if you want one, we got them. We got animal cards. If you want an animal card. If you want me to flip the coin, we can flip the coin. I got all sorts of tools around me right now. That's so interesting, though. I didn't realize that till now. I looked it up, and that makes so much more sense. But how would I even use that? Wait a minute, is that like a... I think that is what I think it is as well. I don't know. I have to go look into this coin at some point. Like actually study this coin. It'll take 2. I got you. I got you. So what's going on? This, come on, don't be doing this. Let's put the pile up here. Let's see what we got here for you, dude. The first rate of 3 cups reverse. This is saying that you might have just recently, or you are avoiding some form of distractions. Keep avoiding those distractions. If you're working on something, or if you're trying to just ignore people's opinions to sway you in certain positions, you're definitely doing that. Continue to go down that path. And the reason why is because it might even be like people around you are trying to distract you to get you off course, either with you not believing in yourself, not working with yourself, or just people trying to make you doubt what you're doing. Keep ignoring those things. Keep not being distracted. If you felt like you've been going on the wrong path, it may feel like that because of just looking around yourself and seeing other people as well. Really hone in on the why you're doing something if you do get that confusion. But right now, you're doing a good job with not getting distracted by things that aren't going to really benefit you. So keep working like that heavily. Be careful of distractions that may come in later on. But for now, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Keep working. Keep that head down, and keep those opinions out of your ears. Especially pertaining to personal works, you know, anything in general, but specifically for personal works. Um, don't try and take any shortcuts either. If you've been feeling like taking a shortcut or something, don't do that either, because that's not going to be beneficial of you. You are doing the right thing. You're on the right path. You're on the right working schedule. So just keep that work up, and don't um, sacrifice anything at this time. Refraining to your work. But other than that, you got that. You got that shit down. Just be very investigative. You know what I mean? Like look at things a little bit closer than you normally would, so you don't fall for a mishap or something. What do I need to do? But yeah, how are we doing? Has anything interesting happened? Even though I was like yesterday, has anything happened interesting over the few days or however for anyone? I've kind of just been relaxing. Well, yeah, I just was relaxing all night last night, basically. Didn't really do much. I haven't wanted to do anything. I feel that. Get the rest in when you can. Honestly, get that rest in when you can. I'm gonna probably have more meditation music out today. I feel like today's another day to work on some meditation music. That's awesome. That's good that you're helping them move. Hopefully it's not too exhausting. I know how it can be helping people move. That shit is not always the easiest or the funnest, but it's definitely something. Having weird dreams. What kind of dreams? It could be a cleaning of yourself that you're going through. If you're seeing those waters. Because water refers to the Divine Mother. And whenever you see waters pouring out of grounds or anything of that nature, it just means that there's a cleansing going on that you should be aware of. The dirty waters are the past waters. The clean and beautiful waters are the new ones coming in. And that water can also represent wisdom. It can represent wisdom, cleansing the feminine nature, fresh starts, nutrient. I meant to say nutrients, not neutering. Nutrients and nurturing. Neutering is crazy. Beasts, but kind of like dragons, like Leviathan type, or like a wyvern. And welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. You have firing squads in your dream? Be careful of external stress with that, because if you're experiencing firing squads, it's like people around you may have more persuasion over your life than you may think. So be very careful of that. Uh, that could be an internal configuration of trying to leave a survival type programming, where you're becoming less afraid of things around you and you're being in a less of a survival and fighting mode. So that could be what those dreams are talking about, is really getting you away from that survival mode mentality and into a more of a peaceful and serene one, where you're not feeling the struggle as much. Yeah, it's always good to keep the dream journal up and running. It's always good to keep one, because they'll tell you a lot of things that you need to know. Yeah, that dream that you're having is definitely talking about some form of like reconfiguration within your own like thought patterns and stuff, for sure. If you're seeing stuff like that with the cars driving off the bridge and not like noticing a difference, it's definitely talking about you're changing up your own configurations. Your dreams always seem so serious. You might need to relax. If your dreams always feel serious, it might be a sign for you to relax and to de-stress and to not be so worried about external things, or be so controlling over external things. Mm. No, dreams about children or your children are definitely an inner child thing. It's talking about the relationship between your vulnerability and curiosity with the external world. What is happening? Read the title. Stick around. You'll find out. Welcome in. How we doing? Welcome in. We're doing 2-card pools, donation based, doing coin flips, animal cards, different stuff, and also just talking about things as well. And just how it be. And a few more minutes, I'll probably do another like mini collective and pull some just cards in general and see what comes out in there. What's the story if you don't have dreams? Don't got a soul if you don't got dreams. Unfortunately. You're either blocked on some sort of level or you ain't got a soul. From a comedic point of view, at least. If we're going to talk about it. I'll pull some cards in general real quick. If you're running and hiding in your dreams a lot, that's because of a fear-based thing. So definitely not being afraid of the world around you and learning how to cooperate with it is what those dreams are trying to tell you with that. I mean, some people just don't have one. Some people are synthetic. They're created in labs, which I mean that's the reason why someone don't have a soul right there. Some people aren't born with them. Not everyone has a soul. Everyone's a living spirit. That's the thing about this life. God just breathed life into man, making him a living spirit. And then there are some beings with souls and others with not. And the whole breathing life in the man goes all the way back to Isis, Osiris, and Horus, where Horus cracked open Osiris's mouth to let him have the breath of life to resuscitate the lands after Seth killed him, and then after Isis and Anubis and Fedi put them back together and did the rituals. God resides inside all of us. No individual is God. God is the space in between all and is all. God is everything and nothing and is and where. Simply. Most people who think that they're God usually have a personality complex, or a personality disorder, I should say. Not in the literal sense of you not being God, as you know, as God breathes life in you, so you are part divine. But to be strictly only God would mean that you wouldn't become bound by flesh. Like, if you're really God and you chose to come in like a flesh form, why would you? You know what I mean? Like, God knows what's happening, somewhat, to that degree. So why would God even like come down and face that? Doesn't really make sense. That's why he sends people down. Regardless, though, Three of Cups comes out again. Don't get distracted today. Don't get distracted today. I guess that's a general message for everyone. Don't get distracted. Keep your head down. Keep working. Don't allow opinions to sway you one way or the other. And be careful of different people coming in to try and block you. If you know that you don't want to do something, and welcome in. If you know that you don't want to do something, don't do it. Don't allow the distractions to get to you. There's something about a thought that's golden. There's something, a thought form that you either had this rising or that you're going to get throughout the day that's really going to boost you forward and give you the fundings for what you're needing, the energy and whatever have you. But you're needing to stay put and not be distracted for that to come through. You may have to change plans last second in order to get this to work as well. That because that plan behind would have been a distraction in that sense. You know, with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, it's because, and you know, there's a lot of things on the physical that may not be working well. You might not be getting the benefit that you're wanting on the physical. There might not be a funding on the physical that is of support at this time, which is why it's important not to get distracted, not to look at other things, not to try and take things off of other people's plates and add it to yours. Really understand that you can create what you're desiring, but you're needing to really stay head focused and headstrong. Because there's an imbalance right now where you might be spending time doing something that you're not necessarily needing to do, but you're spending time because you either feel like you have to, or you feel called to. Sorry, I don't know. I've never seen a police car until today up in here. That's interesting. Regardless, don't get bound. It's something about feeling bound or stuck in a situation. Don't feel like you're bound or stuck. That could even be the distraction that you needed to leave. It's not feeling like you can't do something, because you can. Allow yourself the freedom to break free. Allow yourself the freedom to connect to yourself, and don't be stuck, bound by Saturn. Don't be blind. Don't allow your five senses to be overwhelmed, and really pay attention to your feminine self at this time, because things aren't as they seem. Again, with the Eight of Swords coming out, I think that's a big theme, is the Eight of Swords, really knowing that you're not stuck somewhere, that there is a way out. You're just needing to really stay put and not fall for an illusion around you. Things around you might feel like they're going against you, but they're not. They're pushing you to a better, a more stable solution. You're just needing to nurture those thoughts that you're obtaining from the feelings, from the ideas that you're being granted, so that you can move forward in a more beneficial way with yourself. Just needing to nurture that element. Because again, those thoughts that you're going to have are going to be the crowning thoughts. So really allow yourself to see that truth, to see that what you're facing right now, it might be going against what you're desiring, but it's to bring you a new idea. It's to bring you closer to the actual end result that you're desiring, which will lead you right to the pinnacle, and that's exactly where you're wanting to be. It's after that crowning thought, you'll be right at the Ace of Pentacles. You'll be in that position to receive what you're desiring to receive. It's just about being unbound, not letting the physical dictate how things are going, because you need to dictate that Run with the idea that you had in mind of things working out. Run with the idea that things are going to be the way that you're desiring, and allow yourself to stand on it. Allow that idea to be mature. Allow yourself to be matured with that idea. That flame needs to be at full capacity, which is why you don't need to be distracted by other things, because you will receive a reward. It will come in quicker than you're really thinking, but you're needing to really sit back and allow the what needs to happen at the time. So pay attention to things. If you feel like you're doing something for too long and you do something different, or something pops up in your mind to do, allow yourself the freedom to do that, so you're not feeling stuck or suffering a consequence of fate. Because things can turn around very quickly, unexpectedly. Just with chaos theory, things always are going to happen. Life will always make a way. So allow yourself to be within that flow and don't fight against it. And don't fall for an easy way out as well. With the Three of Cups, don't fall for an easier way out. Don't fall for an adjacent way of doing something. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. And if you don't know the plan, take time to really delve into yourself and ask what the plan is, and ask the divine what's going on and what you need to do. Because they'll tell you what you need to do, exactly how you need to do it. And allow yourself to move forward. But yeah, I'll hang around for a little bit longer. I ain't got much to do. I'll pull an animal card. I'll pull like 3 animal cards. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'll pull some animal cards. And then, I don't know, do I do meditation music? I'll probably do some meditation music after this. I don't really know what it's gonna be on or anything, but I'll definitely do that. And if anyone is wanting personalized meditation music, feel free to email me. It's one of the services that I offer. But I love making music. Whether it's meditative or not, I'm always trying to make something. Or if you know anyone else that needs services like that or anything like that, send them over. I'll get them right. I can do I can do specific frequencies and stuff of that nature as well. So it's just how it is. If I'm gonna draw 3, I could literally just do what I normally do. It's the top, middle, and split. I don't know why I was like thinking about that. Anyway, animal cards, endurance with the badger. Whatever you seek, your tendency and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. Antelope, decisive action. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take actions towards making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. And hippopotamus with exploration. If you become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. So, there's your animal cards. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do some meditation music. I'll tap in and see what needs to be done. I don't know why I couldn't say that sentence in full. but I couldn't, and that's perfectly fine. That's awful. I feel that though. Like there are games that just do that. I don't really play many games though anymore, unfortunately. The only games I even when I even like consider playing is Monster Hunter Wilds and Pathologic 3. Whenever that comes out. But I hate when games do like a reset on that, on levels and shit. It's just like, why? What's the purpose of it? Yeah, it's a little irritating for sure. Um, yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit longer if anyone else needs card pulls or has questions or anything. What phase are you on? How warm are you? And are you warm because you just been in that cast or not? Yeah, that's the same thing happened with Apex. It was like, it was whatever. But then, um, what was it that they did? It wasn't Apex, it was another game that I was playing. Phasmophobia, when they first did the big update, that's what it was. When because I fucking love Phasmophobia. I am a professional Phasmophobia player. I will play that game till the cows come home, honestly. But whenever they first did their reset for the levels on that game, I really got upset. Because that was just unfortunate. But they're not doing it anymore, luckily. When is that Bleed Still thing coming out? On the 10th? So 3 days? It's going to be updated? Nice. I might play it then. Oh, Deceit 2. I haven't played Deceit. I have it on Steam. I've never played it. I don't know how I have it. But I do. Oh, I have Deceit. I have the first one, not the second one. But I've never played it. But I usually, I get kind of used to games for setting levels because I play a lot of games where you like, are you prestige in the paranormal FBI agent? Deadly Premonitions? Are you talking about Deadly Premonition? That's the only, like, FBI game I can think about as, like, paranormal. And that game is weird. Even though I love it to death. Oh, it's 50% off. That's cool. I don't know. Now I'm looking through all my games. I used to play a lot. I love Sam and Max. Honestly, I think Sam and Max is the only game I could go back and play all the way, like all the way through. Like season 1 till season 3. and then save the world as well, which is technically season 4, but not really. I feel that. I haven't played any games at all recently. Like, the last game I played, I didn't even play it. I was watching one of my friends play it. And I forgot what it was called. But it's a space game. It's pretty interesting. Why did I open this? Because that's why. Why is that there? What if I ended that task? I can't. That's unfortunate. That's fair. And again, like, I don't really play that many games anyway. There's like only 3 that I would actually play, and even then, like, I don't even touch them. Hardly anymore, at least. But yeah, I'm probably gonna head off now. Do some other things, get some things set up and stabilized. But regardless, thank you all for being here. It's always a fun time being here, chatting with you all, doing stuff like this. I'll probably go live 2 more times today. I'll do another one of like these, and then I'll do like another like chatting stream. I don't know what we're talking. Well, I don't know what we'll talk about, but we'll definitely talk about something. But regardless, I love each and every one of y'all. To the moon and back, tenfold and forever, and I will see y'all later.